Ready
I'm
to
happy.
roll? Okay.
Okay, I'm rolling when you guys are ready.
Okay, John, your performance in Loch Lomond, how happy were you with that? You seem to be really back on form.
Yeah, very excited. I need to get to work on the putter and hopefully make a few more putts. I think I hit like 16 greens yesterday and really didn't make anything. But it's good to be playing that solid again.
What do you put that down to?
A lot of hard work, a lot of practice.
And we can look back now, 10 years ago, to when you won the PGA Championship. Tell me, can you relive that experience for us?
It was probably the quickest 4 days of my life. I didn't have a practice round, and I left, I think, around midnight out of Memphis, and it was an 8.5-hour drive to Indianapolis. And got there about 8:30 or 9 and had Nick Price's tee time at 11:40 or 12 o'clock or something, and then just went out and played and fell in love with the golf course after the first round. Didn't have a practice round or anything, and it was one of those golf courses that I could take the dog legs and just take the driver over all the dog legs, and made it a lot easier, short irons into the long par fours and stuff.
What did it feel like as an unknown 25-year-old suddenly winning a tournament like that and just completely being in the limelight and overnight star?
I wasn't quite ready for it, but I've sure enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. It was, you know, I'm considered a country boy from a little town in Arkansas, and things like that just don't happen too often. And you know, there's been ups and downs, but I've learned an awful lot about myself and a lot about people, and that's what life's all about. You know, just trying to learn from the mistakes and move on, and cherish the great people around me and the great moments.
What exactly have you learned throughout that? It's been a pretty hectic up and down 10 years. What have you learned now, the 35-year-old John as opposed to the 25-year-old John?
I just moderation more than anything. I think I'm a late mature, and just be careful of, you know, what's around me and almost who's around me sometimes. But I've got a lot of great people around my life now that I trust, and don't have to worry about wanting anything from me, and that's finally a nice thing that's happened.
What about inner confidence and self-belief? Has that been an important part over the last couple of years or so?
Yeah, it's I think more than anything, doing what my body tells me to do has helped an awful lot. And I tried to listen to people for 4 or 5 years. It just didn't work, telling me I'm this and telling me I'm that. I need to be on this, I need to be on that. And I think you come to a point in your life where your body knows best, and that's what I've done the last 2 years. I've just rededicated myself to playing golf and listening to my feelings and my emotions more than anybody else's, because we only got one life to live, and I want to do it. I want to do it right, but you know, you got to do it to what your body's telling you, and that's pretty much, I feel, is why my games come around.
2 years ago, you were quoted as saying that you could either drink and play golf, or not drink and not play golf. What has changed now? Here we are in 2001.
Actually, I think I said that about 92. I mean, no, I think getting away from the people talking about alcohol all the time has helped me not drink. You know, you talk about something for so long and so many days and so many nights, sooner or later it gets in your system where that's all I've been talking about, so I'm gonna go have one. And I really don't talk about it that much. And there's different ways of doing it, but the less I talk about it, the less chance I'm gonna drink one. And that's what works for me. It may not work for other people, but that's the thing that works for me. I am so loved by my family and people around me. I don't have time. I got my kids. I don't have time to drink anyway. So, you know, it's just really cool to listen to my body and enjoy life. And the last 4 years have been very tough, but I listened to some very important people that just weren't right for me. And now I feel like I'm on a good pace and a good track, and I'm working real hard in the game, and hopefully, you know, some putts fall, maybe some other good things will happen.
Are we looking at a mellower John Daly now?
I think so. I think just a late mature, maybe. You know, I wouldn't trade, you know, the last 10 years of my life for anything. I know there's been a lot of ups and downs, but, you know, life to me is learning about yourself. And I've learned an awful lot about myself, whether it's good or bad, but I think in the most part it's good. I feel like I'm a very good-hearted individual, And now I can wake up and look at myself in the mirror saying, no, I'm preparing myself to play good golf, knowing I'm a great father, and and to be truthful, my parents are very proud, and that's what makes me happy too.
And when you're talking about you've learnt a lot, how much is this attributed to your game of golf now, the golf that you're playing today?
Well, I feel like I can go out and play golf, and I don't have anything to worry about except golf. And the last 2 years, that's the way it's been. It seemed like there was a span of 96 to 99, those 4 years, that I was always having to answer to rumors and just a lot of stuff, some bad marriages and stuff, and that gets to you. And now I don't worry about it. I just, like I said, I can go out and just worry about and stay focused on golf, and I don't have all this other baggage behind me that I think took a lot of my game and my ability away.
I think it's been particularly difficult, the fact that you're a very, very famous golfer in the limelight all the time, plus you were coping with personal difficulties in the limelight the whole time, and you were as famous for perhaps your personal life as you were for your professional career. How difficult is that to deal with every day?
I just look at it as I've always been someone who bounces back, and it'd be a hell of a movie. I mean, my life would be a hell of a movie. I mean, there's been talks about doing one. I don't know who's going to play my part, but from 25 to about 30, he better be a crazy you-know-what. So, but I think just dealing with the situations I've had in my life, and I take a lot of responsibility for what, some of my actions, and been burned a few times on some of them, but it's like I said earlier, it's a part of life. You grow up and you learn from your mistakes, and you just try not to make them again, and I feel like I'm on the right track to do that.
What about yourself? Do you think you'd ever take that option up to appear in a movie of your own life?
I've talked to Michael Douglas and Sylvester Stallone and Samuel Jackson and a few other guys, and I would love to be a part in a movie. I think it's something that would be a lot of fun. I think the character that I would have to play would be someone sort of like my life has been, just kind of up and down. And it seems like you look at movies, a lot of people do play that part. So it would just be fun to have a chance to do it.
You've always been very, very popular with the fans, John. Why do you think this is?
Probably because they relate to the things that I've gone through more than anything. I've always been honest with the people around me. I've always been honest with the media, and I've always kind of told it like I feel it should be. I've gotten in a lot of trouble for that, but that's the way my parents raised me: tell the truth and go on. And that's just something that I've always done.
How important to you is that huge fan base that you have?
It's wonderful. I mean, the greatest thing would be to win again for them. It's been a long time, and they have stuck through thick and thin with me. And and I've always, as a young kid, I've always dreamed of playing in front of that many people and having the fans on my side. And I relate to them as much as they relate to me. It's like one big family out there, and that's a big plus when you're teeing it up in what doesn't matter what tournament. That you feel like the people are on your side. And the Scottish people last week were just incredible, and it's just fun to play good for the fans again.
And if there's one highlight in your life, what would that be at the moment?
Very proud of myself for bouncing back through all the troubles that I've had, and very proud of myself that I'm working hard on my game, and I fell in love with golf again. For me, I know it sounds selfish, but I think that's the way I have to be. I have to take care of what I feel is right for my golf game and my personal life and everything else. I've tried to listen to everybody else, but it didn't work. So I'm going to do it my way for a while and see how that goes.
And what about career-wise, John?
I'm not so worried about the U.S. Open. I would love to play the Masters again. That's my ultimate goal, is to win there. Whether it happens or not, I just want to be able to have the chance to play in Augusta again.
Looking ahead to the US PGA and in August now, what are your predictions for you personally for that?
I'm not for sure. I know that the golf course, I think it's the Athletic Club of Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. I heard it's a wonderful golf course. The par threes I heard are very, very tough, and that's going to be the key to that week. You play them even par, from what I'm told, you're gonna play pretty good. So just going to wait until I get there and see what happens.
And in the past, you've spoken about Tiger Woods as saying he was a lot more prepared. Obviously, came into the game a little bit more prepared for the limelight and the attention. Are you surprised with what he's gone on to achieve, and how do you think he keeps hitting those heights consistently?
I think he was brought up aware of all what was around him and what's going to happen to him. I had no clue what was going to happen to me. I didn't have, I played all sports. I played everything and did it for fun, enjoyed it, and I wasn't prepared to be successful. Tiger has been prepared to. Everything about his life has been prepared, and I think that's helped him an awful lot. My life has sort of been one of those, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. He knew it was going to happen. I didn't know, but I'm only 35, and what's great about this game is it lasts forever. So, hopefully, if I have a chance to win majors, I know it'll be teeing it up pretty much with him, and that would be a lot of fun for me to be able to play with him.
And I've noticed the lions on your golf clubs over there. Tell me about, this is your logo for your own enterprise, commercial enterprise. Tell me why particularly you chose the lion. What does that represent?
Well, I was sort of called the lion in high school a lot, and Chichi Rodriguez told me I was a lion, and I wanted to do something back in 91 or 92, but I didn't know it probably just wasn't the right time. But lions got big hearts. At least that's what everyone tells me I do. So we went with it. We're having a lot of fun with it. We've got junior sets that are going to be in Walmart and Kmart's in the States, and so we just it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun.
Do you think a lot of people would be looking for yourself and Tiger Woods to be perhaps battling it out in the PGA Championship?
That would be a lot of fun. I know he's going to be there Sunday afternoon. I just got to get there.
Okay, I'll just check. Talking about your new sponsorship deal, can you tell me a little bit about how that's come around and what that means to you with Hippo?
Well, it took a burden off my back with Callaway. Hippo was nice enough. They came in and paid the Callaway debt off, and working real hard with them on getting the clubs, and it's a great company. We kind of mix together. I mean, it's a fun company that, it's the first company I've ever had that my ideals may mean something. Most companies that I've ever been with, it's you play this, that's it. You sign this contract, you got to play this, and that's it. But I think we're all going to work together and make this company as big as any other company in the world, and that's what our goal is. But I'm having a lot of fun with them.
Great, I'll just check, John. I think that's about it. Just think the last one is when Transworld Sport interviewed you back in 1998. You sang us a song with your guitar, and you were talking about life as a merry-go-round that doesn't cease. You made up any more songs recently? You still playing the guitar?
Yeah, I wrote another one. Got to find it, and I'm actually trying to get Hootie and the Blowfish to record it. So Darius and the guys said they're going to look at it and see if they fall in love with it, they'll record it. But it's kind of like two verses are trying to find it, and it's more or less my life and my game. And then the last verses, I found it. It's pretty neat. It was one of those songs that was from the heart, and just sat down and started singing it.
Great, that's perfect. Thank you very much indeed.
You got it.
Yeah, John, I wondered really if you just get you, I don't know if now's an appropriate time just to walk up to the camera and just say, I'm John Daly, you're watching Transworld Sport.
Yeah,
If you can do that now, or we can do that later.
I can do it. You want me to just sit here and do it?
Yeah, or if we can just get you maybe walking up, or
Okay.
maybe walking up with a club and do that.
Yeah, with a club, it'd be good.
What do you want me to say? I'm
Just-
John Daly.
I'm John Daly, and you're watching Transworld
Oh,
Sport.
okay.
Yeah.
Great.
All you do is just maybe go down a few paces and come up with the camera, say it, and then just walk straight off.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so when you're ready.
Hi, I'm John Daly, and you're watching Trans World Sports. You want me to stop?
Yeah, if you don't mind, or pause. Okay.
Hi, I'm John Daly, and you're watching Trans World Sports. Better?